Alright, let's go to the answers for Unit 6. So, 3, basically these are your answers, so it could be anything. For example, yesterday morning, let me answer it for myself. So, I don't know. I was sleeping at... I was sleeping at 10:15 yesterday morning. I was sleeping 4 in the morning. Okay, I don't want to put I was sleeping, so I was surfing the internet. Surfing means going on the internet and browsing different websites. 7:45 yesterday evening. I was waiting for my friend, and half an hour ago I was in a restaurant. Okay, I just included this because these are all past continuous, but this is not past continuous. This is just past simple. Okay, I'm not saying what I was actually doing. I was just mentioning where I was. Okay, so it's possible. Just like that, I was on a bus. Okay, 6.2. Again, use your own ideas. So the doorbell, let's go to the doorbell rang while I was watching television. Okay, as we learn, and if you've gone through this part, which teaches you past continuous is in the middle of doing something in the past. And so the doorbell rang. I was watching television. I was watching maybe at 6 o'clock. I started to watch, and the doorbell rang at maybe 6:15, and then after that probably I continued to watch television. Okay, so this is in the past simple tense. This is in the past continuous tense. We saw an accident while we were driving. Okay, Anne fell asleep while she was studying. So she's studying, then she suddenly fell asleep. The television was on, but nobody was watching it. Okay, or past continuous. Okay, this is a bit tricky. 6.3. I saw Sue in town yesterday, but she didn't see me. Both of these saw, past simple tense. Didn't see is in the past simple tense too. She, now why didn't she see me? She was looking. She was in the middle looking the other way. Okay, so this, when you look, you don't just look at, for 1 second. Most likely you're looking for a bit of time. So she was looking the other way, right? Past continuous. I met Tom and Jane at the airport a few weeks ago. So met is past simple. So they were going, because they were in the middle of going. Now, when you go from one place to another, one city to another, one country to another, it's not just a few seconds, right? It could be from 8 p.m. I took the airplane, or even I was at the airport, then I took the airplane, then maybe I went to another airport and then waited for another plane. So in all this whole time, they were in the middle of going to Paris, and same thing, I was going to Rome. We, what? Had a chat while we were waiting. So we were waiting, and we had a chat. So the waiting is the past continuous. We had a chat. The waiting could be 3 hours. The chat maybe only 1 hour. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I was cycling home yesterday when, okay, in the middle of cycling, I was cycling. How long do you take to cycle home? Maybe 5, 10, 20 minutes. When a man stepped out into the road in front of me, that moment he stepped out, I was going quite fast, but luckily I managed. Now I was cycling, I was going. These are actions you are doing, and then he stepped. Managed to stop. You managed to do something. I don't think you can use this in past, in the continuous tense. Managed, that means you were able to succeed in doing something, to stop in time, and I managed and didn't hit him. 6.4. What were you doing at this time? What were you in the middle of doing at this time yesterday? I was asleep. Okay, so this again, I was asleep. This is past simple. Just like I was in a restaurant. This time, at this moment, at this, you could say I was sleeping. I was asleep. This is an adjective. I was sleeping. That's the verb. The past continuous. Both are possible. Number 3. Did you go? You are looking at this from a perspective of the action being finished. Last night, did you go? Okay, it's not. You're not looking at this at the action is in the middle of something. Okay, so did you go? How fast were you driving in the middle of an action when the accident happened? Took place at an instant. Were you driving? How fast were you driving? Before the accident happened, you were driving. Okay, it was a period of time. So you're in the middle of driving. Sam took a photograph of me while I was not looking. Okay, so he took at that instant. I was not looking. We were in a very difficult position. We didn't know, past simple, what to do. Remember, you can't use know, a state verb, in the continuous tense, so you have to use the past simple. I haven't seen Alan for ages. When I last saw him, he was trying. So when I last saw him, maybe 2 days ago, he was in the middle of trying to find a job, because you don't find a job in an instant. It may take some time. It may take a few days. It may take a few weeks. I was walking along the street when suddenly I heard, so you were in the middle of walking. You heard footsteps behind me. Somebody was following me. I was scared and I started to run. Started always in past. Okay, I mean here, started to run here is that moment you start at that moment. When I was young, I wanted to be a pilot. Some verbs, no, one, are not, okay, not used in the continuous. Last night, I 10 dropped a plate when I was doing. You drop in an instant. You were in the middle of doing the washing up. Fortunately, it didn't break. Okay. Okay, let's do unit 7. So this is the start of present perfect. Okay. So, 2, 7.1, 2, Lisa has broken her leg. Okay, so again, what is the use of the present perfect? Present perfect simple, something happened, action happened in the past, and the result is there's some effect now, affects the situation now, but something that happened recently in the past, right? So she's broken her leg, she can't walk, and her leg is in plaster. So this is the effect. She can't walk, she has broken her leg. Can you say Lisa broke her leg? Yeah, but there isn't that feeling of that there's the effect of her breaking her leg. The present perfect simple, there's always some kind of effect now, right? If you just use the past simple, it is just something that you're talking about. She broke her leg. The focus is on the past completely, not on now. The bus fare has gone up. All right. The bus fare has gone up. Her English has improved. Dan has grown a beard. The letter has arrived. The temperature has fallen. Okay, 7.2, been or gone. Been meaning went there and has come and you've come back. Gone means you're going there or you're there but you have not come back yet. Okay, this is all explained in the first video, and you can also see it here. You can read about it there. Okay. 2, hello, I've just been to the shops, so you've come back. Alice isn't here at the moment, she's gone. She hasn't come back yet. Tom has, he'll be back in an hour. Tom has gone out. Are you going to the bank? No, I've already been. You're back. 7.3. 2, do you know where Julia is? Yes, I've just seen her. Present perfect simple. What time is David leaving? He's already left. What's in the newspaper today? I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Is Sue coming to the cinema with us? No. She's already seen the film. Are your friends here yet? Yes. They've just arrived. 7. What does Tim think about our plan? We haven't told him yet. Okay. 7.4. Two, you say, I'm afraid. Joe goes out. 5 minutes later, the phone rings and the caller says, can I speak to Joe? I'm afraid he's just gone out. Not been, gone. Hasn't arrived back. Wait a minute. You are eating in a restaurant. The waiter thinks you have finished and starts to take your plate away. You say, wait a minute. I haven't finished yet. You plan to eat at a restaurant tonight. You phone to reserve a table. Later your friend says, shall I phone to reserve a table? You say no, I've already done it. You know that a friend of yours is looking for a place to live. Perhaps she has been successful. You ask her. You say, have you found a place yet? You are still thinking about where to go for your holiday. A friend asks, Where are you going for a holiday? You say, I haven't decided yet. Linda went shopping, but a few minutes ago she returned. Somebody asked her, is Linda still out shopping? You say, no, she's just come back. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Is Linda still out? No, she's just come back. Okay. Right, Unit 8. 2, you could say, have you ever been to California? 3, have you ever run a marathon? 4, have you ever spoken to a famous person? This is question mark, of course. 5, what's the most beautiful place you've ever visited? Okay, 8.2. Number 3. Yes. Are you hungry? Yes. I haven't eaten. 4. Can you play chess? Yes, but I haven't played. Haven't played for ages. 5. Are you enjoying your holiday? Yes, it's the best holiday I've had for a long time. 6. What's that book like? I don't know. I haven't read it. Is Brussels an interesting place? I've no idea. I haven't been there. I hear your car broke down again yesterday. Yes, it's the second time it's happened. Oh, it's happened this month. Yep. Do you like caviar? I don't know. I've never tried it. Mike was late for work again today. Again, he has been late every day this week. Who's that woman by the door? I don't know. I haven't seen her before. 8.3. I haven't used a computer today. You could say, I haven't traveled by bus this week. Number 3, you could say, I haven't been to the cinema recently. Number 4, you could say, I haven't read a book for ages. Number 5, you could say, I haven't lost anything today. Okay, 8.4. Ben is playing tennis. He's not good at it and he doesn't know the rules. You ask, have you played tennis before? You ask, have you played tennis before? He says, no, this is the first time I've played tennis. It's 2. 3. Sue's riding a horse. She doesn't look very confident or comfortable. You ask, have you ridden a horse before? She says, no, this is the first time I've ridden a horse. 4. Maria is in Japan. She has just arrived and it's very new for her. You ask, have you been to Japan before? No, she says this is the first time I've been to Japan. Okay. Unit 9, 9.1. This is a present perfect continuous. So she's been watching television. 2. They've been playing tennis. 4. He's been running. Okay, very easy. 9.2. 2. You just arrived to meet a friend who's waiting for you. You ask, have you been waiting long? You meet a friend in the street. His face and hands are very dirty. What have you been doing? A friend of yours is now working in a shop. You want to know how long. You ask, how long have you been working there? 5. A friend tells you about his job. He sells mobile phones. You want to know how long. How long have you been selling mobile phones? 9.3. Number 2. We're waiting for the bus. We started waiting 20 minutes ago. We have been waiting for 20 minutes. Number 3. I'm learning Spanish. I started classes in December. I've been learning Spanish since December. Jessica's working in a supermarket. She started working there on 18 July. She's been working there since 18 January. Since 18 January. Our friends always spend their holidays in Italy. They started going there years ago. They've been going there for years. 9.4. Number 2. Hello, Tom. I've been looking for you. So it's, put a verb in the present continuous or present perfect. I've been, because this is what has been happening recently, just before. Okay, where have you been? I've been looking. That means you're talking about you found him, you saw him. You said that you've been looking just before you found him. Number 3. Why are you looking right now, this moment? Why are you looking at me like that right now? Even as you're talking to this person, he's looking at you. Linda is a teacher, for 10 years? She's been teaching for 10 years. What about what you said and I've decided to take your advice? I've been thinking about what you said. Is Paul on holiday this week? No, he's working. So this week he's working. Sarah is very tired. She's been working very hard recently. Okay, so we're going to Unit 10. Still present perfect continuous and simple. So 10.1. Rachel's from Australia. She's traveling around Europe at the moment. She began her trip 3 months ago. Remember, this is the difference between present perfect continuous and simple. Present perfect continuous normally for the length of time, and present perfect simple for normally because it's mentions something that's finished, normally how many or how much. Okay, so she for 3 months. So for 3 months normally you're talking about she's been traveling, all right, for 3 months, and then how many she's visited. So the first is present perfect continuous, second is present perfect simple. Patrick is a tennis player. He began playing tennis when he was 10 years old. This year he won the national championship again for the 4th time. So 4 times, number of times is normally present perfect simple. He's won the national championship 4 times. He's been playing since he was 10. When they left college, Lisa and Sue started making films together. They still make films. They have been making films since they left college. They have made 5 films since they left college. So have been making for the length of time. How many completed? They have made. Present perfect simple. 10.2. Number 2. Have you been waiting long? Number 3. Have you caught any fish? Okay, so have you been waiting? This is present perfect continuous. For long, this is present perfect simple for actually completed action. How many? Have you caught any? 4. How many people have you invited? 5. How long have you been teaching? 6. How many books have you written? How many? And how long have you been writing books? 7. How long have you been saving? How much money have you saved? Okay. 10.3. Look. Somebody has broken. So this is in the present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. Broken, you break is something that you don't keep breaking. So you don't use it in a continuous tense. Broke is finished. Okay. You look tired. Have you been working hard? What? No, never. Have you ever worked in a factory? No, never. Liz is away on holiday. Is she? Where has she gone? Gone because she's not yet back. My brother's an actor. He's appeared. Present perfect simple. Number of times, number of films. Sorry I'm late, that's alright. I haven't been waiting long. Is it still raining? No. It's stopped. I lose my phone. I've lost my phone. Have you seen it anywhere? I've been reading the book you lent me, but I haven't finished it yet. It's very interesting. I've read. Now I've been reading, so the focus here is the fact that you've been doing something. That is 10. But here, I've read means it's finished. I read the book you lent me, so you can have it back now. This is a very old book. I've had it since I was a child. Now you can't put I've been having, because for have you can't really use the continuous. Okay, so you have to put I've had it since I was a child. Unit 11. How long? So as we mentioned in Unit 10, normally when it's long, length of time, it's present perfect continuous. When it's number of times, it is present perfect simple. Okay, but then we also learn here that some verbs you cannot put it in the continuous. So if it's a length of time, how long, you may have to still use the present perfect simple depending on the verb, right? So number 3, Sarah and Adam are married. No, have been married. The weather's awful. It's raining again. Now that's okay. The weather's awful. It's raining all day. Now all day, So you have to put it's been raining all day. 6, I like your house. How long have you been living? Or you could put have you lived also. Okay. You can either use present perfect continuous or present perfect simple with live or work. But you can't, here you're using how long are you living there. That's a very common mistake by students. You use the present continuous. No. Okay. So you either use the present perfect continuous or present perfect simple. Have you lived? 7, Gary is working for the last few hours. No. Has been working. It's very common, as I mentioned, it's very common for students to use the present continuous to talk about how many years or a length of time they've been doing something. No, you should be using the present perfect continuous normally. For example, if many of my students will say, especially for speaking, if the question is do you work or study, do you work or you're a student, they will say I work at this place, I'm working here for 5 years. No, you don't say I'm working here. I have been working here. Okay, because I'm working is present continuous, which means you are now doing it. Have been working is you're talking about something that happened from the past until now. So use the present perfect continuous. Okay, where are we? Number 8. Number 8 is fine. Number 9, I gave up drinking. I haven't drunk. Number 10. Now this haven't drunk here. Drunk is not a adjective here, as in he's drunk. That means he's out of his mind. He's doing crazy things. He's drank too much alcohol. No. Here is a past participle for have, has plus past participle. How long have you had it? Okay, again, how long have you had it? 11.2. Friend tells you that Paul's in hospital. Okay, you meet a woman who tells you that she speaks English. You ask her, how long have you been teaching English? Number 3, how long have you known? You have to put known because this know can't be used in the continuous. You ask your friend, how long has your brother been in Australia? How long have you had that jacket? Again, you can't use have in the continuous. Okay, some verbs, right? 6, how long has Joe been working at the airport? How long have you been having guitar lessons? Have you always lived in Chicago? Now, I want to comment on this because some students may ask me this. I just said just now, how long have you had that jacket? You can't say how long have you been having that jacket. Have here in the sense of ownership. Okay, I have this, I own this. You can't use it in continuous. Okay, so have here, there are many meanings, right? But here this is using the ownership. You can't it means to own something. You can't use it in a continuous. But why can you use have? How long have you been having? Here you can use it in a continuous, okay, because it has a different meaning. Okay, so it can be a bit tricky. You have to understand what meaning. If it's a state meaning, okay, which means you own something, there's a state verb, you can't use it in a continuous. But here, have guitar lessons, it's not in the sense of owning the guitar lessons. It's like taking guitar lessons. So how long have you been taking guitar lessons? So it's a different, same word, different kind of meaning. Therefore, one could be used in the continuous tense, one cannot be used in the continuous tense. Okay. 11.3. Is Amy married? Yes, she's been married. Number 4. Yes, are you waiting for me? Yes, I have been waiting for you. I've been waiting for the last half hour. Number 5. You know Mel, don't you? Yes, we have known each other for a long time. Number 6. Do you still play tennis? No, I haven't played for years. Number 7. Is Joe watching TV? Yes, he has been watching TV all evening. Number 8. Do you watch TV a lot? No, I haven't watched TV for ages. Do you have a headache? Yes, I have had a headache all morning. 10. Adrian is never ill, is he? No, he hasn't been ill since I've known him. Are you feeling ill? Yes, I've been feeling ill all day. Sue lives in Berlin, doesn't she? Yes, she. Now you could use both here. Has lived or has been living in Berlin for the last few years. 13. Do you go to the cinema a lot? No, I haven't been to the cinema for ages. Would you like to? 14. Would you like to go to New York one day? Yes, I have always wanted to go to New York. Unit 12. For and since when and how long? 12.1. Sarah has lived in Paris since. Paul has lived in Brazil for. I'm tired of waiting. We've been sitting here for. Kevin has been looking for a job since. I haven't been to a party for ages. I wonder where Joe is. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since last week. Jane is away. She's been away since Friday. The weather's dry. It hasn't rained for a few weeks. 12.2. Kate is learning Japanese. How long has Kate been learning Japanese? When did Kate start learning Japanese? Okay, so the first one is the present perfect continuous. The second one, start, is always at a point in time. I know Simon. How long have you known Simon? Known here, you can't use it in the continuous because of the verb know. And when did you first meet Simon? Okay, so both of them. First, how long have you known? This is present perfect simple. When did you meet? This is past simple. Learning here is present perfect continuous because learn can be put in the continuous, but know cannot be put in the continuous. How long have Rebecca and David been married? When did Rebecca and David get married. Okay, that's one way of doing it. 12.3. Number 3. Mark is ill. He became ill on Sunday. He has been ill since Sunday. Number 4. Mark is ill. He became ill a few days ago. He has been ill for a few days. Sarah's married. She's been married for a year. She got married a year ago. You have a headache. It started when you woke up. I've had a headache since I woke up. Sue has been in Italy for the last 3 weeks. She went to Italy 3 weeks ago. Italy with a capital I. You're working in a hotel. You started 6 months ago. I've been working in a hotel for 6 months. Okay. You could say I've been working. You could say I've worked also. Okay, you can say I've worked. Present perfect simple. 12.4. Number 2. Do you often see Laura? No, I haven't seen Laura for about a month. 3. Do you often go to the cinema? No, I haven't been to the cinema for a long time. Do you often eat in restaurants? No. I haven't eaten in a restaurant for ages. 5, 6. No, it's should be. It's a mistake here, and here it should be with apostrophe s, which means it has. So here 6. It's about a month since I last saw Laura. No, it's a long time since I last went to the cinema. And lastly, no, it's ages since I last ate in a restaurant. Okay, no capital, not necessarily capital here. Okay, that's unit 12. Alright, let's go to unit 13, present perfect and past simple. Okay, so understanding the difference between these two important tenses, which are very commonly confused. So 13.1, number 2, the office is empty now. Everybody has gone home. Number 3, I meant to call you last night, but I forgot. That's a past simple. Helen, what for holiday, but now. Okay, so Helen went to Egypt for holiday, but she's back in England now. Number 5, are you okay? Yes, I had a headache, but I'm fine now. I had, but because you're fine now, it's already different. You can't use you can't say I have had a headache, because when you say I have had a headache, it means that you still have one. The effect is that right now you have a headache. Okay, but here we use the past simple tense because it's changed. You had a headache, but now I'm no longer have a headache. Can you help us? Our car has broken down. 13.2. 3. How many How many poems did William Shakespeare write? Okay. He's dead. It's in the past. I've cut my finger, it's bleeding. Nothing wrong with that. Number 5, drugs have become a big problem. Nothing wrong with that. Number 6, who invented, not who has invented. All this is in the past. 7, where have you been born? No, where were you born? Ellie isn't home, she's gone, that's fine. Gone meaning she has not returned yet. Albert Einstein has been the scientist. Albert Einstein was the scientist who developed. Okay, all past. Simple tense. 13.3. 3. I studied German at school, but I've forgotten. The police, 3 people, but later they let them go. The police arrested. Can't say have arrested because after that something happened, they let them go. What do you think of my English? Do you think it has improved? 6. Are you still reading the paper? No. You can have it. I have finished it. You can have it. 7. What for a job as a tourist guide, but I wasn't successful. It wasn't successful, so I applied something. You realize that you weren't successful after that, so I applied in the past. Where's my bike? What, outside the house, but it's not there yet. It was outside the house, but it's not there now, sorry. Quick, we need to call an ambulance. There has been. 10. Have you heard about Ben? He's broken. He has broken his arm. Really? How did that happen? He fell off a ladder. Okay, last unit. This is the second part, present perfect versus past simple. 14.1. 3 is okay. I bought a car, you must come and see it. Number 4, you can't say I bought a car last week because you had your past time period, so you can't use the present perfect. You will need to say I bought using a past simple tense. Where have you been yesterday? Again, yesterday evening, you can't use the present perfect tense because it's a past time period. Where were you? Lucy left school in 1999. That Lucy has, again, 1999 has, it's a past time period. You can't use the present perfect tense, so you just use the past simple. I'm looking for Mike. Have you seen him? That's okay. Have you been? That's okay. I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten much today. Again, that's okay. Now, today is still the present. It's still a time period that you're in. It's not a past time period. So you can use the present perfect simple tense. When, in the past, when was this book published? Okay. 14.2. Number 2, the weather has been cold recently. It was cold last week. Last week, remember? Last week is a past time period. Yesterday, so it's a past time period. I didn't read a newspaper. You can't use past time period. You cannot use present perfect tense. Today. Now today is still in. It's not a past time period. You are in today still, so you can use I haven't read a newspaper today. Emily earned a lot this year, so Emily has earned a lot of money this year because this year you're still in this year, so you can use the present perfect tense. Last year, so you can't use, you have to use a past simple. She didn't earn. You have a holiday recently. Have you had a holiday recently? (14.3) When? This is all in the past. So when I got home last night, I was very tired. I got home last night, I was very tired, and I went straight to bed. Have you seen Lisa recently? Yes, a few days ago, so it's in the past time period. I saw, okay, you have to use the past simple tense. I'm tired last night. I did last night, so I didn't sleep. You can't say I haven't slept. Past time period, past simple tense. The bus drivers were on strike last week. So this is all last week. There were no buses. Mr. Lee, what, for 15 years? Then, so something happened after this action. So Mr. Lee worked. Then he gave it up. Mary lives in Dublin. She's lived there all her life. She has lived there all her life. What, go to the cinema? Did you go? Past time period. Did you go? Yes, but it was a mistake. The film was awful. My grandfather died before I was born. I never met him. I don't know Karen's husband. I haven't met him. It's nearly lunchtime, and what, Martin all morning? I wonder where he is. It's nearly lunchtime and I haven't seen Martin all morning. Still in the present time period, so you can still use present perfect tense. Where do you live? In Boston. How long have you lived there? 5 years. Where did you live before? In Chicago. And how long did you live in Chicago? The last 14.4. I haven't eaten. I haven't bought any food today. Something you didn't do yesterday. I didn't exercise yesterday. Something you did yesterday. I played the guitar yesterday. Something you haven't done recently. I haven't watched TV recently. Something you've done a lot recently. I have jogged a lot recently. Okay, and that is it.